What if I told you you can become homeless under any circumstances? We have Barbara here. Thank you for being here, Barbara.
Thank you.
And when I heard your story, I was just like, wow, and I want them to hear it. Please share.
I became homeless. I was working in the beginning, and I was sick, and I got injured on my job.
What were you doing?
I was a caregiver, and by lifting, pulling, I injured my back even worse, and my shoulder, and so I'm just in constant pain a lot.
And I know you mentioned too that beyond the pain, you were also feeling very ill.
Yes, myself and other family members, we were exposed to mold, and I'm sorry.
No,
It's
it's
okay.
okay.
You're doing
It's okay.
great.
You're doing good. I think that's just the whole mold. It's just when I heard that, I was like, you can get sick from mold?
Yeah, a respiratory illness.
And you lost 2 of your relatives within a 2-month period, I believe.
Yes, in
correct?
2002.
And tell us how that made you feel.
Well, I felt, of course, sad because I
Right.
lost my mom, and quite alone. But I believe in God, so I knew He would direct my path. I didn't know what path He would send me down, but I knew He would lead me to where I needed to go.
And it was at that point you became homeless?
I was on workman's comp for 2 years, and my workman's comp just stopped suddenly, and I knew I couldn't continue to pay the rent in the apartment that I was in. So I put my belongings in storage, and I wheeled my luggage down to Passageways, and they placed me at Union Station Homeless Services. And while I was there, I saw a flyer one day that said the women's room, that you could come and take a nap, and you could have something to eat, and you could spend some time there for several hours. So one particular day I decided to go. I was angry, I was mad, I was hurting, and so I thought I would go to the women's room and take a nap.
What was your first experience like there?
You napped.
My first experience there was I was treated with a lot of kindness and respect, and I never had my nap. It's been I never had the nap. It's been 7 years.
Wow.
And,
No nap, but what are you doing instead?
Well, my job now is making sure I stay well, and I do visit the women's room quite often.
I know Marlene said you were quite encouraging to the
Yeah.
other women.
She is. You don't give yourself enough credit.
Well, I try
Another
to
birdie
encourage
told us.
other women to keep the faith and keep striving for what you want. You want to be. You don't want to be homeless anymore.
And you're
So-
not.
No, I'm not.
Tell us about your housing experience.
Well, I received a housing voucher while I was at Union Station, and through the Jackie Knowles, who was the head of the women's room at the time, 6 years ago, she helped me to get my apartment. And so I live around the corner from the women's room, and it makes it easy for me to get there.
What if you never would have found that flyer? Where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself? Have you seen yourself?
Well, I think there's always hope in God, but that's the way He wanted me to see that flyer. So I'm just grateful. I don't even want to think about not seeing that flyer. So I just try to live a life of gratitude, and to share, whether it's words of encouragement or hope to other women in the same situation. And
What do you tell those women?
I tell them, first of all, to go to Passageways or to talk to Marlene for other services. So, And I try to encourage them in other ways too.
Such an amazing story, though, because that's exactly the story that, I mean, starting this interview, it could happen to anyone.
Yes.
And a lot of people watching right now, I mean, we can be working and just lose everything because
I was working and I got injured on the job, and I'm still dealing with that right now. And your story hits so close to home.
thank you
to me.
so much for
You're
telling
welcome.
your story and for being here.
Thank
For
you.
more information, please visit everywaywoman.com. Did good.
Thank you.
Are you an everyday woman?